you sure? Oh, he's got it sorted. You just put that first slide up. I just wanted to celebrate this together and then share something about a Christmas gift I want us to do for Harry and Tobias. But I want to share this first. Check that. That's wonderful, isn't it? So praise God for that. Thank you for all that you have done. It's been a little while since we've got to that point, which is incredibly wonderful. So thank you ever so much. It really does make life so much easier, and it's so much wonderful to be able to give everything that we're committed to giving to various places and people. So thank you ever so much. That is fantastic. And then you'll see that in the past few months when we've not quite managed to make it, some of the things we've not been able to do is sow into Harry and Tobias. So Harry leads Grace Churches in Nepal, and Tobias leads CLC Kenya. Can you just put the next one up, Matt? And a couple of you said, well, what do we send them, and what do they get, and what do we aim for every month? So this is what we aim to do. To Harry, our desire is that we send him £245 towards his rent every month, and £150 towards support, which basically is he can do whatever he wants with it. Now, we've always said with Harry and Tobias that we are not their financial provision. We are there to help them grow up into all they want to be, but we also recognise that compared to us, they are very little, and we want to be at so. So that's that. And then Tobias, our desire is that we send him £300 a month for his support, and they don't use that for themselves. They generally use it for everybody else. Which we see. And then also we committed a little while ago when we have a compound over there that thanks darling, put him up there. Okay, Oscar, you can have it back, sweetheart. So we have a compound up there that he's growing. You might remember pre-COVID he was growing all sorts of things and making money out of it because we were going on the whole making him sustainable. But one of the issues was, and he has a big 10,000 litre water tank so it wasn't practical to actually dig a well or anything. So we said that we would try and give him £85 a month so he could fill his water tank, so then he could water everything, so then he could make all this stuff, and then he could sell it and he could be more self-sufficient. So that's what we are aiming to do every month. When we talk about Harry and Tobias and not getting, that's what we aim to give them and why we aim to give them it. I think of this last 3 months, we've only been able to give them 1 month's worth. Is that right, Margaret? 1 month's worth of that. So I would like to do a little Christmas appeal of this week, next week, or to the end of the year. I would love us that by the end of December, we can actually give them everything we promised at least. That's what I'd love to be able to do. Which is, what's that? It's about £700, something like that. Is that right? £800, something like that? A month? Anyways, I'd just love to be able to do that. I'd love to be able to say, hey, Harry, Tobias, because, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more on next Sunday morning. But I think it's beautiful to be able to sow. We sow a lot of out at Christmas into a lot of people. And I think it's beautiful to be able to sow out, outside of ourselves, outside of our friends, outside of our families, into different places. So that account number there is the missions fund, because we have a separate missions fund. You can sow on a regular basis into that fund, which means they can get it every month. So it's something that Faye and I do. We regularly sow each month into the missions fund, and that goes towards Harry and Tobias all the time, because I just want to sow outside in addition to my tithe and be able to do that. So you could always commit to do that next year. That would be wonderful, if that were possible. But if you have any sort of special Christmas gift, that's what we want to do over this next kind of 3 weeks. So you can use the card machine at the back as well. Just type missions or Harry or Tobias or whatever if you want to use the card machine at the back. Or you can send it there. Then that would be amazing. Okay, so that's that. And we'll put all the details with the sort code and